Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Out of Bounds podcast, episode five. Uh, Today Matt is back. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so this episode gonna be breaking down all the off-season moments, what we have so far, the franchise tags, and the two huge trades that are giant. Um, all right, Matt. Starts off with the franchise tags.
So,
Wait,
starting.
wait. I just need to put this out of the way. I am sick, which is why I sound terrible. I sound like Squidward.
Sure.
Um, and why you might hear me sniffling or coughing during this. So that's why I need Matt to kind of carry the show for today because I am gonna be a bit sick. So I don't want to talk all that much. So, all right, Matt, continue.
I'm sure that's the reason why you sound bad. Okay. So, we got a lot of tight ends with their franchise tags. Starting in Cleveland, David Njoku got franchise tagged. With the Browns, I don't know. I don't know if that was the greatest deal. And then down in Dallas, Dalton Schultz was franchise tagged. That was a good deal for them. They lost Amari Cooper already. They need weapons for Dak. And then Mike Gesicki of Dolphins was also franchise tagged. I also believe this was a good deal. He'd had a good year last year. He's going to help to progress alongside Devontae Parker and Jalen Waddle.
You sounded so depressing, Jalen Waddle. You were like Jalen
Yeah,
Waddle.
I mean, could have been an Eagle. We're fine though.
No, well, I like how we got Devontae Smith.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm dying over
Uh,
here. Fucking
and
continue.
then the receivers that were franchise tagged, we had Chris Godwin, good for
Pissed
the
about
Bucks.
that.
Yeah, well, good for the Buccaneers, keeping their weapons till they get a replacement for Tom Brady. Uh, Devontae Adams. Disappointing that he's staying in Green Bay with Aaron, but it's good that they're still together and we get to see them play primetime games. And Jesse Bates of the Bengals was franchise tag, which was unfortunate as an Eagles fan because I thought free safety, huge need of the Eagles. Uh, Jesse Bates, good for the Bengals. He's kind of one of the key main defensive players there. Kind of holds the defense from getting blown over the top and everything like that. Offensive lineman, got to give him some love. Two of them got franchise tag. Cam Robinson of the Jacksonville Jaguars received his second franchise tag after last year. And Orlando Brown of the Chiefs got franchise tag, which is huge for Patrick Mahomes. Without him, he would have had at least like another 5 to 6 sacks.
Definitely.
Maybe more. I don't know who they would have replaced him with. Now let's talk about the ones that got away. J.C. Jackson did not get franchise tagged, and I've not heard any reports of a deal being worked out between the two sides. And that's a huge loss for New England's defense and a great corner for whatever team might pick him up. Bobby Wagner also got released suddenly, like 30, 45 minutes, maybe a few hours, actually, after Russell Wilson was traded. This is horrible for a Seattle Seahawks fan. I mean, I feel my sympathies. I understand you're in a complete rebuild for a few years now. You're going to be for a long time, and it's going to look dark up ahead. But stay with the hope. You have some future first round picks. They could turn out well. Probably not because the Broncos are going to go win and they're going to be like the 28th pick or something. And they're going to be basically second round picks at that point, but whatever. And Harold Landry re-signed with the Titans after not being franchise tagged. He got a whopping like $87.5 million. Wow, yeah, he got paid. He is their like main linebacker, big on the defense, and Mike Williams of the Chargers got re-signed for like 60 million, I think it was. I, yeah, I believe. Um, I don't know. I feel like they could have gone somewhere else with receiver, got like a slider backup, and then use that money to help fix up some of the defense, maybe some of the offensive line. But Mike Williams is a really big game changer sometimes. But then it's sometimes like you don't like know he's there. Like I don't know, he drops off. He's inconsistent, and that is the news with the re-signing and franchise tagging. Now let's get on to the trades that have
Yes,
occurred.
I will interject here. Uh, yeah, so definitely for the teams that wanted wide receivers, you're kind of screwed over there because a lot of them got franchise tagged to re-sign. Mainly Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin. We still have Allen Robinson and DJ Chark to look out for, which could become big game changers to whichever teams go after them. Mainly Allen Robinson. And then, of course, J.C. Jackson and Bobby Wagner also hitting the market. Sorry for the nasal sounds, I should say nasally. All right. Um, let's go with the big one that happened. Seahawks.
Oh man,
Hold
okay, my bad. Seahawks trade their longtime face of the franchise, Super Bowl winner, to the Denver Broncos for a whole lot. They got 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a fifth, Drew Lock, kind of useless, Noah Fant, a good tight end, really good at blocking, and a defensive lineman, Shelby Harris. And all they gave up was Russell Wilson at a fourth, but that was enough for this deal to be one-sided, really.
Yeah, I think the Broncos really won this. I mean, Noah Fant was a good tight end, and of course, 2 firsts and 2 seconds. That's a lot there. Drew Lock, not a loss really for the Broncos. Shelby Harris, he's not really a game changer. It's not like he was anything great. But I'm glad that the Eagles didn't give up all this in order to get Russell. It's definitely. I'm happy that Russell's in a new place. All right, now
I'm not.
let's talk about Wentz. How we
Ooh.
thinking a pair of thirds, conditional. One of them could be a conditional second for Carson. I'll
I
go with
mean,
you
they
first.
swapped second-round picks. Okay. I mean, that was that was the wrong decision.
Mm-hmm.
It was They moved on him after 1 year because of locker shit, like locker room and leadership issues. Apparently,
I think that's complete crap. If we look at 2017 Eagles, we were Super Bowl champs with or without him. And yeah. All right. So I want to play. Well, we'll talk. I think it's stupid. All right. Listen, as an Eagles fan, I now I've always liked Carson. Even when once he went with the Colts, I'm like I'm really happy for Carson. I'll support the Colts. Frank Reich, Carson Wentz. I love both those guys. They play integral part of our Super Bowl win. And now I need to hate Carson because he's with the Washington Commanders, an NFC East rival. I hate Washington. Now I have to hate Carson. I don't want to hate Carson, but I have to because I'm an Eagles fan. So that's what really.
that's not true. I don't hate Dak Prescott. I don't hate Daniel. I feel
Oh,
bad
I
for
hate
Daniel
Dak
Jones.
Prescott. I like to call him Dick Prescott. I'm
Okay,
gonna receive so much hate for that. You
that
don't
was
even
like
know.
so unnecessary. Like he's so nice. He went through a lot last year.
Yeah, my
Like,
sympathies.
and then with the injuries, with the injury he had,
Okay,
uh, he hasn't
I
like done
hate
anything
whenever.
wrong.
What was that last part?
He hasn't like done anything like wrong, like out off the field.
Well, he did have that party when COVID was first started happening, and he had like over 50 people at the party, and it's like, bruh, we're supposed to be in quarantine. But besides that, yeah, he's not a bad person, but like I have to hate him because as an Eagles fan, you're born and raised to hate the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are born and raised to hate the Eagles, and we have to hate all their players. And I'm sure in Dallas they're raised to hate all of our Eagles players. So that's the big thing in which I hate Dak Prescott. He's it's not like he's a bad person. Also, um a I hate seeing a player go down with injury, and I really was sad to see Dak tear an ACL. But then like like I
Wasn't his
said, I
ankle?
will always hate to see that happen. But Cowboys fans were laughing in enjoyment when Carson tore his ACL, and I think that's messed up. It's really messed up that I think Eagles fans have much more dignity than Cowboys fans. Although I am biased, all right? Cowboys fans don't come after me. I'm biased, all right?
I don't think Santa Claus agrees with that.
Santa Claus, what?
Eagles throwing batteries.
Oh, bro, that happened before both of us were born, all right? It's funny because our dad was actually at that game. I find that hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. Let's all right. So Carson, I hate seeing it. It's really sad. I am kind of it really hurts me. And the thing is I woke up in such a good mood. I woke up and I got a text from the ladies. Um about something. I'm not gonna
No
disclose
one
what more.
cares.
I'm not gonna
Okay, moving on.
All right, moving on. Not only that, but then as a Star Wars fan, I'm big into Star Wars. That's a news breaker here on the Out of Bounds podcast. But it's like, oh, Kenobi trailer dropped. I'm really hyped, and then the Carson stuff happened, and it really pissed me off.
Yeah. Um.
I went from so happy to so sad in minutes. Like literally after I watched the trailer, I got the news about Carson. That's it was literally seconds after I finished watching that trailer. And
Yeah. It's unfortunate. We gotta face him twice a year.
the
I'm gonna
division
have to
just
root
got a
against
lot
him.
harder.
At least we get to root for him against the Cowboys,
Yeah. It's good that the Cowboys, I don't think they're going to win both those games against Washington. Also,
and we get to see those games because
Colts
same.
fans, I'm actually legitimately sorry for you. Like what are you going to do at quarterback now? Hmm? Like you got okay, Jimmy G who had surgery happen on his shoulder. That's probably your best option. And then I saw Pat McAfee was like Marcus Mariota and whatnot, but no, Marcus Mariota is terrible. Just like how Jameis Winston is terrible. I already
Okay.
know what you're gonna say.
We going there. We going there. Okay.
No, no,
You know what?
no.
Just wait. Just wait.
All right, we will wait until he signs with a new team, maybe even as a backup. All right. Now I want to play a little game with you, Matt. All right. Let's play
Okay.
a little game, right? I want to play
All
a
right.
game. Choose
Okay.
which quarterback. You don't know, so Matt doesn't know which two quarterbacks is getting compared here, right? So, and the rest of you follow along with the game. All right. Choose between these two quarterbacks. The one quarterback, completion percentage 62.4. Touchdown to interception ratio 27 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Passer rating 94.6. And now this other quarterback. Completion percentage 63.3. Touchdown to interception ratio 36 to 15. Passer rating 92.2. So, quarterback 1 had a slightly lower completion percentage, only 0.9% less, um, threw 9 less touchdowns, but threw 8 less interceptions, and his passer rating is 2.4 better than quarterback 2. Quarterback 2, like I said, threw 8 more interceptions and 9 more touchdowns, had a lower passer rating, and a minuscule more higher completion percentage. Who are you taking?
I mean, uh, this could be like kind of lenient, but quarterback one. I mean, better ratio, better passer rating.
Exactly, right? Quarterback 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess who quarterback 2 was and quarterback 1?
Let me guess. It's like Carson Wentz and Jameis Winston.
Carson Wentz is quarterback number 1, but you just chose Carson Wentz over Josh Allen.
What is
How
that his
does
rookie
that
year?
make you feel?
What is that his rookie year?
No, this is this past season, both of them. Yeah, yeah, take that in.
Can
And
we get some yards? Can we compare the yards?
I was just like I said. Here, let me put in the yards. Uh, but you just chose Josh Allen, or you just chose Carson Wentz over Josh Allen, just like the rest
Okay,
of
so
you
it's
viewers.
about 1,000 yards. He threw about 1,000 yards more. Okay,
No, it's less than 900, so it's not more than 1,000 yards. All right, let's go to the
it's
next
like
one.
900 yards. I
Less
mean,
than 900 actually, but it doesn't
I just said
matter.
that means rounding.
All of you, all of you chose Carson Wentz over that player. All right,
Yeah, but that was like so
so
lenient.
Carson Wentz over like this is a clear, um, better. Uh, this Carson is better than this player by these stats. All right, not to Josh Allen, but this next one. All right, Matt, let's play another round. 27 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Passer rating 94.6. Big big pass plays 42. That's quarterback 1, which you know from the last game. That's Carson Wentz. And this other player 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 89.6 passer rating, and 35 big pass plays, meaning Carson Wentz threw 6 more touchdowns and threw 7 less interceptions and
What what
had
what
5
qualifies as a big throw, like big pass
more
play
than 20 yards down the field, I
in the
believe.
air
I
or
believe
like
so,
plays?
or I don't know if it counts that, but this is what the website says, right? These are stats.
I
I'm
see you
dying
dropped
over
the
here in
completion percentage
Westchester.
there.
Huh?
I saw you didn't include the completion percentage.
Alright, so I just gave you these stats. So more touchdowns, less interceptions. Carson Wentz. And 5% better passer rating. And 7 more big pass plays. Who are you taking?
Who am I taking? Well, I mean, it looks like player one. I mean,
With just Carson, yeah.
yeah.
Do you know
You
who?
shouldn't do the same person twice. It's like it kind of
I
defeats the
have
purpose.
to. That's the whole game. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You just chose Carson Wentz over Ryan Tannehill.
A big whoop. Like, what does that prove?
I'm saying that all of you are bashing on Carson Wentz for no reason. And now let's play it again, right? All right. In the so wins to losses,
Nope.
9
No,
wins.
we don't do that.
This is okay, fine.
Those are team stats.
Fine, fine, fine. Carson, 27 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. 94.6 passer rating. And then this quarterback, who you all don't know yet, 23 touchdowns to 14 interceptions, 94 passer rating, which means Carson threw 4 more touchdowns, 7 less interceptions, and had a 0.6% better passer rating. Who are you taking?
I mean, like, based off these limited stats, Carson Wentz.
You just chose Carson Wentz over Derek Carr.
Oh, okay. We gonna include the yards there?
No. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing. What do you want more, passing touchdowns or passing yards?
Well, it depends. If those passing yards leads to rushing touchdowns,
Rushing touchdowns. How does passing yards? Well,
it gets you
that,
down the field, so you can run it
who
in.
do you think had more running touchdowns? Or those two? What are those two? Kenyon Drake and what's that other running back that the
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs or Naheem Hines and Jonathan Taylor? Yeah, I would think Jonathan Taylor and Naheem Hines.
Yeah,
Also,
but that's 1,300 passing yards.
hmm? Yeah,
That's
I mean, he
1,300
had
passing
great
yards.
passing yards, but he also threw seven more interceptions than Carson and less touchdowns. So I'm going to still take Carson. So
Okay.
those, I will have to say, I stole that little game from Colin Cowherd because he had that on his thing.
Ugh,
And that's
see,
kind of crazy how you look at that. You guys all were like, let's go with QB1 before I told you it was Carson. And you guys chose Carson Wentz over Josh Allen. Meanwhile, Josh Allen is viewed by everyone who watches football as one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
because he is.
Yeah, but that means that you think
You
that
agree?
Carson is also one
You
of the
agree?
best quarterbacks in the league because you all just chose Car. Oh, so
Yeah, but
maybe
they're like,
Carson isn't all that bad. Meanwhile, everyone is taking a poop on him. Everyone from NFL memes that page and all of these people that watch or all these people tweeting that are like, oh, Darius Slay's interceptions are gonna go up with Carson on the Commanders and all that kind of crap. Like, shut up. All right. Any thoughts that you want to put out in this podcast? Because I'm with my sickness, my energy's kind of done from all this. I need to get some more sleep, some
yeah,
more
I
rest.
do. I do got to stop. So you know the three Carson Wentz ones you kept putting up:
Touchdown,
pass,
interception,
touchdown,
passer
interception,
rating, and what?
and completion percentage.
Mhm.
Okay, player B, 37, 37 touchdowns to 10 interception, 104.2 passer rating, and 67.8 completion percentage.
Wait, repeat those stats for me. I'm sorry, my brain's not
37
working this
touchdowns,
fast.
10 interceptions, 104.2 passer rating, and 67.8 completion percentage.
Let me guess, this is Jameis Winston. Wait, no, it's not, because Jameis didn't have 30 something touchdowns.
Because he was
Alright,
injured.
bruh. Alright. You know how we were crapping on Jalen Hurts in the first thing? By the way, I think the Eagles should stick with Jalen Hurts now because we don't have any good viable options now. So I just want to point that out there. But we were crapping on Jalen Hurts, and even Matt was like, maybe they should go get Jameis Winston. However, we found out, we did a little study, that up to that point where Jameis went down with injury, Jalen Hurts had the same amount of interceptions and more overall touchdowns than Jameis Winston at that time.
Let me go back to this.
He
'Cause
had,
I didn't actually look at it.
you can look at it. I gotta go. Cause I'm sick, but I really gotta.
Sure. You know what? Fine, if that's what you want to think.
All right. So you want to
He
put
also had
out any
two receivers.
before we end this whole thing? Do you wanna wait? What do you mean two receivers?
He had Devonta Smith and Dallas Goddard. And who did James Winston have?
Well, that's what we're gonna talk about on Friday when we, or actually it should be
My
Saturday, right?
episode.
because I don't know if you're able to make Friday. We might have to change the schedule to Saturdays.
Yeah.
All right. So next one we're thinking about doing how to fix the Saints, since I did how to fix the Colts, although that whole how to fix the Colts thing is kind of ruined now with a lot of the free agent wide receivers sticking with their teams and Carson Wentz gone. So I think the Colts are kind of screwed on the offense this year, no matter which quarterback you get, unless you somehow pull off some miracle. So any last points before we end this?
No.
All right. So that's it. That was all for today. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Make sure to leave a like if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Spotify or any of these other streaming services, to give us a great review. One last thing. We did switch hosting partners from BuzzFeed or Buzzsprout. Yeah, why did I say BuzzFeed? Buzzsprout, I think it is called, to RSS. So we did change hosting services. So Google Podcasts, because they don't support our RSS.com, I don't think that we are able to continue to put out new episodes because Google Podcasts hasn't come out with episode 4 yet. So I do not think Google Podcasts will have any more episodes. But Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube will all continue working well, and a few other places. So just a little heads up on there. But that's it, and see ya.